She needed the race to come back. She'd been off a long time. She ran very nicely. And she doesn't pick up on that ground. The ground suits today. There's no doubt this is a straight mile. It's a different race to the round mile. I'd much preferred it was on the round mile. That's stiffer, more test. 1:39 is a lot different to what they'll run on this track.
And John, judging by the way that she's been entered for a lot of the top races, you feel that this season, I know she won Group 1 race last year, she can step it up even a further level?
Well, she won a Group 1 as a 2-year-old. She won the Fillies Mile Group 1. She's won a Group 1 at Ascot as a 3-year-old. She's very much a filly, in my opinion, that's going to be better over a mile and a quarter. In fact, her best run last year was in the Nassau Stakes behind those 2 fine fillies in that stunning finish. And there's no doubt that's her big target. And a mile and a quarter is going to be right up her alley. I'll be quite honest, I think today is just a little on the sharp side for her. Over this mile, if it was a round mile where you climb and climb and climb, that suits her better than this mile that runs a lot faster and the time's a lot faster. So there's no doubt in my mind that stepping her up and trip will be the key.
John, thank you for talking to us. Good luck there.
Thank you.
Now, there's a very big French challenge at Ascot this week, and here's one of their major contenders, number 9, Satois Queen. Frankie riding in the grey jacket. There's got a maroon star on. Now, she was second behind Mandisha in the Prix de l'Opera at Longchamp Arc weekend. She's 5th in the Breeders' Cup Distaff.
They're ready.
Lines up, jockeys.
Stand and they're racing. Gwen Seb a fraction slow into stride, and also a little bit awkwardly away Fan in the white jacket, red striped cap. First to begin was Seema out of the centre, going a very steady, sedate gallop in the early stages. Sabana Badida there on the near side in the black and red, and just behind them is Expensive, followed then by Nannina, who's not that far away. Also in that pack is Echelon, the other Chevely Park runner, and further back Gwen Seb from Satois Queen with the noseband there in the centre. Well out the back in the early stages, Fan in company there with Flashy Wings as they settle, and Wasima still setting this rather slow gallop by a length and a half as they pass the 5 to in second place on the near side Expensive, followed by Sabana Padida. In behind them Nannina with Echelon, and then Gwen Seb is now being ridden along. Further back is Satois Queen being held up at the rear with Flashy Wings as they race down now inside the half mile, about 3.5 to go. They're coming up the centre and drifting over to the far side all the while. Wasima though is the leader. Wasima just in front of now Nannina moving up. Sabana Padida behind them, bullocking through, and then on the far side Echelon with a white cap. They're followed then by Fan, and then Flashy Wings produced on the far side. A furlong and a half left to go now. Nannina kicks for home, has taken it up in front now for Jimmy Fortune. Goes 2 in front of Satois Queen, followed by Sabana Padida, and then Echelon, who can find no more. But Nannina, ridden by the man of the moment, Jimmy Fortune, is lengthening well and drawing away. Nannina goes on to win the Windsor Forest well. In second is Satois Queen. Third then is Sabana Padida, followed by Fan and Echelon and Flashy Wings. Wasima is next from Gwen Seb, and Expensive is tailed off. Jimmy Fortune, he's on fire. Number 7, Nannina, owned by Chevely Park, trained by John Gosden and ridden by Jimmy Fortune, has got the money and got it well too. Won it by 3 or 4 lengths. Second, Satois Queen. Third is Sabana Padida, and then Fan, who made up some ground. Echelon is just behind them. A gap to Wasima near side, and at the top of the screen there is Flashy Wings. A bit disappointing, and a long gap then to Gwen Seb, and Expensive was the one who was nearly tailed off. But Jimmy Fortune, he's in great form. He landed the first with Tariq. He won yesterday with Full House, and now he makes it a 3rd winner at the Royal Meeting in only 8 races. He's dominating. Second is number 9, Satois Queen, Frankie Dettori. Third, number 8, Sabana Padida, Christophe Lemaire. And fourth, number 4, Fan, ridden by Ryan Moore. John Gosden, he knows what it's like to have a Royal Ascot winner, but it never ever loses its value or its novelty. 3 lengths, 3/4 of a length, and the time 1:40.97. And John Gosden there awaiting his winner now. That's just outside standard that time, and that's not surprising. It's 0.77 of a second outside standard. Racing Post Standard. There's the time, 1:40.97. And that's not surprising, that slower time, because they did go a very sedate gallop early.
Well, she was impressive, wasn't she? John Gosden's 21st Royal Ascot winner and the second win at Royal Ascot for Nannina, who took the Coronation Stakes this time last year. They went a steady pace early on, dictated by Richard Hills on Wasima, and jockeys say the slower they go, the closer you lay. And Jimmy Fortune made sure he was never too far off the pace, whereas Frankie Dettori came from second last on Satwa Queen, who's finished well. We thought it could be a French-dominated day. They finished second and third, but victory has gone to Newmarket and John Gosden.
Well, this is filly. She loves the ground to rattle. She likes the firm ground. So basically, she's unbeatable when the ground gets really hard, and you can see that. Look how she's quickened up after a slow run race. And as you said, Claire, Jimmy, he's rode the best race there because he was always sitting second, third, and he got first run on them all. And when horses are sprinting home, it's very, very difficult to pick up on a sprinting horse.
You say that she's best on firm ground, and we've had heavy showers of rain, but it does go to emphasise the fact that no racecourse drains better than Ascot. John Gosden receiving congratulations all over. He was talking earlier to Simon McCorkadell and Susan George. Susan George is here, and you were talking to them earlier. But again, a victory for Chevely Park, who have been so successful here.
Well, this filly, when she won last year here at Ascot, the ground was firm again, and she looked really, really good. Last time at Epsom, you know, the ground was on the easier side. Echelon beat her that day because it was the ground. And I got to, you know, sort of feel sorry for the jockey, because Jimmy was that day, because he gets on the big day and the ground is not right for him. And today everything is right, and Jimmy does the job really well.
And Jimmy Fortune followers will know well that he's got a good ride in the Royal Hunt Cup. Royal Oath he rides. That's blinking for the first time, and John Gosden is again the man who will be legging him aboard there. So you never know. He might go away with 4 winners in total for the week after today. You'll see, and he's also got Basta Kaya in the Queen Mary, and that one absolutely effortlessly at Southall, admittedly on the fibre sand there, but a horse or a filly that's very well thought of. So he's got a fantastic book of rides and sitting pretty at the moment. Jimmy Fortune, he rides Sergeant Cecil in the Gold Cup tomorrow, so he's got a lot to look forward to. There she is, a lovely shot of the winner, Nannina. Good honest filly, plenty of ability, and if you backed her, this is what you're likely to get.
Well, the punters couldn't make their mind up in the end, and they sent off 3 co-favourites. So if you were on an unnamed favourite, well, I mean, that was unfortunately Echelon lowest race card number was number 2, finished 5th. But Nannina, the winner, the 3-to-1 co-favourite of 3, second number 9, Satwa Queen.
Jimmy and John Gosden with Patricia Thompson, sorry, and Chris Richardson. John, if we could just grab you for a quick moment. We managed to grab you before the race. You were slightly concerned about the sharpness of the mile here, but
yeah, it's because, you know, I think a mile and a quarter would be her best trip. But in fairness, Wasima said a nice space, but Jimmy got a bump before the 2, and he said, I better go now, because the trouble is if you wait and wait and wait off not strong pace, you're going to get caught. And he went and opened up. And then I spent all my time watching the horses behind for fear something's going to come and nail you on the line. But she's back to her best, and she's run great. You know, Epsom, the ground was too soft, but she got a run in, and she couldn't have done any better.
this ground, is it vital to her, this fast ground?
She just likes good ground or good to firm. Yeah, she just doesn't like it soft. She's, you know, that's her action, that's her feet, that's you know, they're all like, a lot of them can handle. Some horses can handle all ground, very few.